funny because that season 2, I decided to change up my whole look, and I started wearing. I wore like a uniform when I would film. So I wore a lot of blazers, shirts, jeans, heels, like very, very simple looks. And everyone was like fashion icon, like they were just going crazy about the way that I dressed, and it was just really fascinating to see, you know, television. Like 6 months later, boom, you can see if your fans like you, and the fans loved me, and it was great. It was great, and the reunion was tough for me. The reunion was really, really hard because you know, it's like I'm sitting there and the last reunion, I was wearing this gorgeous Jill Stewart dress I wanted everyone to see. So I got up and I walked around because I was in that mode of like showing everybody like what I'm wearing because I knew it would ignite them. And, right after that, I went to Costa Rica to paint all these schools, and it was just so incredible. And I was always doing these great things, right? That, it was like the reunion was done at 5. I was on the plane at 7. I was always going to do something really impactful and powerful that was going to really, make me feel better about myself and the opportunities I had on Housewives. And I'm sitting there knowing that this is going to be this great moment. I'm going to be going somewhere great, doing something incredible. And I'm sitting there with women who just can't get enough of negativity. And I just was like, what is going on? What is going on? And there were so many moments too and I would tell the producers, I was like, you guys are idiots. I'm like, just keep those cameras rolling because, you can't make up Luann and I sitting there bawling our eyes out after too much wine in bra and panties. I mean, that's a sick scene, whatever. Like some scenes I was just like, this is like not fun. There was just so many great scenes that were just like missed because, we weren't filming.
Did you see a difference like between like you say your fans between like season 2 and season 3? Like, did you feel like public outcry after Scary Island and then feel like you needed to kind of change your image in the next season? I mean, I'm not saying that that's how it is. I'm just asking.
No, but it's a good question. No, I think that it was really fascinating because after Scary Island, I was on the cover of Us. And I went to Vegas for an appearance, and I'm on the cover of Us, and I'm sitting there, and all these women are reading all these. I'm like, this is weird. And they're like, oh my God, you look so great in real life, and then, no one really cared. Like, I mean, fans were like, it was also too. You have to remember it was the very beginning of social media. So when I was on my first season of Housewives, I just joined Facebook. My first season of Housewives, I had like 4 followers. And or 4 friends, what do you call them? And so it was the first time that people were just like really kind of out there and saying what they thought. And it was really interesting. It was really fascinating. People would see me in real life, they'd be like, you're great. But when people would see me, when people after they would comment on television, they were always like, oh my God, is she okay? Is she all right? Can she take care of her kids? I'm like, of course I can. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Isn't that always how it is? They will say you're crazy online and they want a picture with you in person. That is 100% how it will go. They will kiss your ass when they're standing in front of you.
Right. And then you show them a product that you love and they're going to buy it because they believe you. Well, they have to believe me because they know that I'm true. They know that because I've never, ever, I've always told everyone the honest truth. I've always been completely 100% transparent. Every time that you see me on anything, any interview, anything from the very beginning, from way before 2006, 2005, I'm exactly the same all the time. And so people are like, wait, I know who you are. I've seen that. What's going on? Like, but some people really wanted to believe it. It was interesting because some people really wanted to believe that, like, they're like, oh, she's not all that. She's not really that nice.
How did you deal with so like you said, you go to Vegas and everyone's reading Us and there's no Instagram, but people are asking you if you're okay to take care of your kids, which is implying because of Scary Island that you're crazy. So like, how do you?
Which is really, I mean, it's called defamation of character. That's like scary. That's scary. I mean, to say that you're not able to take care of your kids or to say on television that you're doing drugs, I mean, that's scary. That's bad. That's really bad. I mean, first of all, I don't take drugs, so that's weird. Second of all, I barely drink, so that's weird. And to say that just because I'm engaging in a scene that I'm taking drugs, or that was not cool.
And it's
That
like a
was not
real
cool.
person's life, you know?
Well, I mean, it's a real person's life. It's taking care of her 2 kids on her own. You know, it's not like I'm like, there's like some big money pot where I'm like, okay, hold on one second, let me just dip in because, you know, some people said some bad things about me. You know, that's just bad. That's just bad behavior. That's why I'm